Training camp has arrived. Rookies reported in, veterans have reported in. We've gotten some amazing news out of Ashburn already. And with that even being said, we got the boys. We got Justin. We got Nick back here. Boys are back to bring you our top 5 breakout candidates for the 2026 NFL season. Oh boy, is it good to truly be back, almost fully complete. Let's get this done. Boys, we are back. Training camp is here, and football is just over the horizon. What's happening, though? What's happening? Welcome back.
Yeah, what's up, boys? Glad to be back, man. Football's back, baby.
Woo. Yes, sir. Glad to be back. About time. The best season in the world. Football season.
Football season. It is almost August. Spider-Man's about to hit theaters in like 24 to 48 hours. I'm excited, and football is back. The team looks tremendous already. Odafe Oweh sounds like a defensive unit. Sonny Styles working with linebackers and DBs. Jayden Bradley working out with Terry Traylon Burks, making Meek Robertson look like 5'4". Boy, is it good to have football back. It's so good to have it back.
Amen.
But, oh, man. Feels so good. Because with that being said, reason the boys are back, because I reached out to them and we had to get them back on the show because they know that nothing in trouble. Andrew's off having himself a little cup of Joe in front of Big Ben in the Eiffel Tower. He's enjoying his summer vacation. We are together once again to give y'all our top 5 individual breakout candidates for the 2026 season into camp and into the season. We've all got our lists. I've got the graphics made, I should say. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day. So I'm going to pull these up. Nick, I'm going to have you go first, and then Justin, and then I will go last. How does that sound?
Yeah, let's roll with it.
Let's
rock and roll. And guys, while you're listening or while you're watching, don't forget that subscribe button. We are 10 subscribers away from 1,200. We're working our way to 1,500 to 2,000. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the follow button, whether on social medias, and send it to a friend who is not a football fan and you want them to talk about football. Send them here to BIB. We got a lot of fun stuff going into the rest of the offseason and going into the season. But with that being said, Nick, I'm going to here pull up your go-to breakout candidates.
All right. So, I mean, first and foremost, the easiest one on here, I'm going to go ahead and ride with Bill. Some people are going to say like a breakout candidate. What are you talking about? He's starting running back. Well, it's still, unknown if he actually is the RB1 going into week 1 against Philly. So some people got Rachaad White, obviously, with K-Tron coming out of Penn State being a VA kid. There's a lot of hype around him as well. Big, powerful, also another young back. You just don't know with these things, right? Plus, obviously, when you're in camp, competition's key. And DQ, AP, they've been preaching competition since day one of, year one. So the biggest thing I do like about Bill, though, is the fact that he's not just out here posting stories on Instagram and Facebook and all this kind of stuff saying how bad he wants it or how hard he's working. He actually showed up, and you saw the proof of him adding that 7 to 8 pounds that DQ was talking about with muscle. I mean, he's a lot stronger. It doesn't look like he's really lost a step. He's still so fast in the hole. Just seeing the little videos of the sideline beat reporter guys where they're just showing the difference between Bill and Rachaad White hitting the hole. It's night and day. I mean, Bill's just got that elusive speed, and his pad level's amazing, but I truly think it's his job to lose. I would really like to see him capitalize on the opportunity. He's mad from last year with not getting as many reps as he would have wanted, plus the whole thing with his senior year. I mean, that's probably still eating at him a little bit. But Bill's my number one. And then I move into Chig where, yes, that's another guy where you're like, what do you mean he's starting tight end, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, he's been in the league. We know what he is as a tight end in the NFL. But At the end of the day, he's still a new tight end on a new team with a young quarterback, right? But the reason I have him as the breakout is just simple that, Jayden loved him some Zach Ertz. So I really think he loves throwing to the tight end. If he can trust the tight end, I believe that options are endless with Jayden, especially when it comes to actually running the ball and getting it out, deep or quick. Because if he's got a reliable tight end in the middle of the field or short that can run with it after the catch, sky's the limit there. So I like to see Chig break out here and just take over that Ertz role, but be a lot more efficient as a younger athletic tight end. And yes, this is the one that, I'm going to hear about it in the comments, but if you've been following your boy on Commanders Field Pass or listen to me on these podcasts, I'm a Quan guy. So I love Quan. I truly think that in the system with the new DC coming to town, with all the different multiple fronts, there's going to be spots where Quan can play where it's not just 25 yards off the ball all the time. So a thing that I love most about Quan is the fact that he's not great at just one thing. Like, I feel like he's good at a lot of the things that he can do. I truly think the way he attacks the ball in the air as a ball hawk, he hasn't really earned that right per se, but from what he did in college and in what everyone saw he did against Detroit in that playoff game, he can really go attack that ball in the air. And I think he's really good at that. And I really think that this defensive coaching staff it just obviously knows from just watching film and seeing what he can do. So I really like him as a breakout candidate, especially because that safety room is deep, very deep. Now this is where it starts getting down to the bottom of the barrel, right? My guy, Ricky Barber, he showed some flashes last year. He had that game where, he just was killing it. The 2+ sacks, couldn't be stopped in the run game. He was eating up blocks when he was getting double teamed, turning everybody else loose. Javon Kinlaw was having a game. It was nice, right? And piggybacking off the multiple fronts with Quan is that if we start running 3-4 or like a 3-3-5 or so, like a 3-man down front, besides Settle, man, you don't really have like beef around there. You got some big guys with Wise and Kinlaw, but you really want them on the edge or on the outside to try and potentially get a pass rush, where Ricky Barber's just a big body who could get lucky on a pass rush or eat up a double team or just be your true nose in certain packages, which is what I believe we will need. Also, unfortunately, we did have an injury. If everyone did keep up with day one at camp, Nick Allegretti did go out and did not return back to practice. So I did have this list made before first day of camp. And with that being said, Matt Golbin, John's boy from, the draft, he called it. I ain't gonna lie to him. I still own that jersey. I'm gonna get him that jersey. I just need to know what number he's rocking for sure permanently. But
hey.
But yeah, Golbin, truly, man, as a true center, I had him coming up the ranks and probably starting a lot sooner than most people would have. Even that pot we did with Lake back after the draft, I really truly thought that being a Big Ten starting center like that's good on its own, man. You play some stout defenses and you run the ball a lot, okay. But just being a true center, and unfortunately we are dealing with the injury, so that does suck. But for him, it's early in camp, so now he can actually utilize and maximize his reps in practice with the starting offense, which I think would only be beneficial to him. He's a smart kid, strong kid, young kid. So he's got everything going for him physically. It's just the mental aspect of it and hoping that his feet land where we needed to land for him to take off. But yeah, those are my 5 breakouts. So that's what I got. What how y'all feel about it? You like it?
I like it. I like the list.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah, I really like it. It's a great list.
I mean, the fact you got a rookie center on this list who we might not even see take the field truly, I would say till after the bye week if we're gonna give Allegretti some plays off. But like you got Bill on here, you got Chig on here, you got Jartavius. You know, I've been telling people to tell Jartavius hit the Quan out the building. So I like my man, you know, Matt Golban, you know, number 66. I think that's what he's gonna rock. You know, order 66, my guy. I'm liking this list a lot. I think Ricky Barber is probably your dark horse on this roster and on this list. So maybe not. He might be eating crow on that one, but four solid spots there. That's nothing to shake at.
Yeah, cool. I appreciate that.
Especially if Ricky plays well, you know, them Payne rumors. If many don't know, we're not secretly actively trying to sell Payne, but we would take an offer for Payne. So if Ricky plays well, you can kiss Payne goodbye.
Possibility.
Mhm.
I mean, we still got Settle, Newton, Kinlaw.
Armstrong can play D
Settle,
tackle.
Armstrong can play D tackle. Like we've got pieces, and Jeffrey Imba from the the UDFA list. Like we got pieces that are gonna be in contention to make a team and to make a breakout here. So it's a good list. This is a really good list.
Yeah, I like him as the 3-4 nose, like backup. You know what I mean? Because other than that, I mean, you might get a camp body here and there, or somebody gets cut. You know, that's unforeseen. But you know, for right now, like you know, I give the man some props for that game he had last year where he balled out. So you got to give him some respect. You know,
I like it. Justin, I'm gonna pull up yours as we speak. Y'all, you know, talk to us down below. Who are your breakout candidates? Whose list do you think do you like more? And you know, kind of give your rankings of like, man, you know, Nick's list is really, really good. Why is Matt like? Talk to us in the comments about as we go through this video. Timestamp it, the whole nine. But Justin, we got your list on screen, and go ahead.
I think Nick copied me with Bill, but that's all right. Copycat. That's why I went first. But everybody knows the reason with Bell. You know, rookie running back taken late last year in the draft. Had about 900 yards rushing. Like Nick was saying, we still don't know if he's going to go past 900 yards this year and do a star, or he's just going to have a down year. We don't know. Just don't know yet. Jordan McGee with Bobby Wagner gone. I expect this defense, you know, 3-4, 4-3, the mixed players around. McGee's probably going to have a little more starting time this year, maybe. He's going to definitely have starting time in some sub packages. But also special teams, he's probably going to start in special teams since we just had one of our OG dudes retire recently within the last week.
Yep, Nick Ballore.
Yep.
Trey Amos, hopefully he's going to be off injury. I think he's going to have a big year this year. Amos was pretty solid as a rookie last year when he did start, and it's going to be nice for him to hopefully come back healthy and capitalize and have a good NFL career. Edge rusher, I'm just going to say Oweh. Sound about right?
Odafe Oweh.
Oweh, yeah.
Oweh. So Oweh, his whole NFL career, he's been up and down, left and right. I think 9 sacks, 5 sacks, 9 sacks, 5 or something like that for his stats.
Yeah.
He's never hit 10 sacks a season yet. I think with this system, and as today many heard that he had a really good day at camp. He was just all over, batting balls down, attacking the quarterback, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to have a great year this year with this defense. Unfortunately, Allegretti, he just got hurt, so yeah, I was hoping he'd fill in some big shoes this year. But season's still young. He could just tweak something. We still don't know yet. So I guess it's a waiting game for him.
See.
Exactly. Yeah. Day one in training camp, you got a runny nose, they're going to take you away from camp. You know what I mean? Like, they're not taking any chances. So who knows? Hopefully it is some very, very light.
Minimal. So. Yeah. But no, this is a good list. I mean, you got Bill on there, so you two are on the same boat with Bill having a breakout year. You know, my guy, I keep eating crow on Jordan McGee, so hopefully this is the year that he gets, some playing time. Trey, and they even said it during the press conference back on Tuesday that they're keeping things, you know, as close to the vest, but want to make sure that we're taking all the right precautions. We want to make sure he gets fully healthy. They're not going to, you know, rush and risk anything, which I think we all kind of an indication when he got put on PUP list. Like either he had a setback or they're just going to take their sweet time making sure he's getting healthy. And Justin, you talked about it on Instagram. Nick, you and I have reposted it on Twitter, and everyone's kind of said the same thing. Our new head of player safety and personnel and the head athletic trainer does not mess around when it comes to rehab and recovery. So I'd much rather them take the precaution than the possible risk.
Yeah.
So Trey on PUP list, but we've all got him as a breakout, and they kind of expose, you know, a piece of my list, but that's okay. Odafe, Oweh, I like the piece. And Alec Grady, you both are going, you know, the center position of is the youngster going to get the start? Is the veteran who's never played center except for a couple plays last season get some snaps? I'm liking the interior love for them big boys up front.
Yeah, I agree. I like all these. You know, I will say you kind of went the easy route with the obvious. No, I'm just messing. No, I'm just but I will say, you know, since John put me down with the old Ricky Barber thing, I will put a little salt in this. Love the list though, man. I truly think Trey Amos is going to be great. You know, Oweh with this system, just piggybacking off of what you were talking about, Justin, man. Yeah, he goes up and down a lot, but in a multiple front, it's going to be hard to figure out what he's doing from play to play. So I think he's going to really feast in this defense. Me personally has nothing to do with the player, what you're saying, but I think the Jordan McGee experiment's over, man. You know,
no.
I just do. Like, does he have all the traits of, like, you know, the freak athlete? Yes, he does. He really does. But, you know, obviously I'm not knocking him because Sonny is here now, because obviously Sonny's going to start. He's great. But we brought in Chanel. You know what I mean? We're consistently building that room. We added couple guys in the draft. We got some undrafted guys last year that we loved. I mean, like us personally and the media, the coaching staff. But due to concussions and injuries, some of those linebackers, man, they just didn't see the field. You know what I mean? And in my personal opinion, the only reason I say it's over is I do like the special teams aspect of it, but we have so many safeties that are just as athletic that play so much special teams. You know what I mean? So for the kid, for him, and, you know, for the sake of your list, Justin, I hope I'm wrong, right? But it's just like, but yeah, for the sake of the kid and the sake for your list, Justin, I really hope I'm wrong, right? But I mean, how much more time do we really have for the experiment, especially year 3 of DQ? You know what I mean? So, but otherwise, I do like the list a lot. I think you're spot on with these picks. So,
Hey, remember, any given Sunday.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that
any given Sunday, you'll see.
Well, around these parts.
Hey, man. Hey, it's a win. It's a win if that man gets to be a special teams ace. You know, that's a win.
That's true. I mean, Revo was one too, and now look at him. So yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm liking this discourse, and I have a feeling we're gonna get more discourse when we get to my list. I'm about to pull up, because there's a lot of familiar names on this list, and there's probably a name that, you know, the viewers who, you know, catch me on the Burgundy Breakdown have heard me all season long talk about him. And, you know, I'm going to start with my guy, Lukey, Pookie, Spooky Lukey, Luke McCaffrey, number 11.
Okay.
Spooky Lukey. Hey, I'm getting this 11 jersey fixed properly. I'm gonna have to spend some bread to get this thing fixed, but don't you worry. I'm gonna have a McCaffrey jersey ready for this season, just to piss off Reedy and Z. Just to piss off Reedy, I'm gonna get a Luke McCaffrey jersey. But in all seriousness, we all kind of talked about it throughout as the season went on, especially during the Burgundy Breakdown this offseason. Luke was shining and had a really good game going out of the Chargers game in week 5. I mean, me and Juan were crowning him and Bill stars in the making. If he doesn't get hurt on that a special teams play where he breaks his collarbone, he has a more productive season than Keyshawn Booty, than guys like than AD Mitchell, than some of these guys that people were saying we got trade for the offseason. So I think Luke McCaffrey, if Luke gives me 450 yards, 5 touchdowns, a touchdown on special teams that gets us to the 40 this season, I don't know where this discourse for this Luke McCaffrey hate is going to come from, because he doesn't have to give me big numbers. He has to give me productive numbers, because he hasn't dropped a ball that was thrown to him. Keep that in mind. He hasn't dropped a pass. Jordan McGee, my guy, my steal of the draft in 2024. I've talked about the infamous reel of eating the crow. Put some seasoning on that crow too, because it's been 2 years. I still think he has a shot. Sonny Styles, Frankie Louvu, Leo Chenal, Jordan McGee. I think Louvu might be the odd man out. Oh. And there's been a lot of discourse in the offseason talking about Frankie could be traded, Frankie could be cut, a trade deadline proposal. So I think McGee is going to get some bigger starts. He is big. He is athletic, to Nick's point. I think he still has the intangibles. I think part of it is just the confidence from coaches. And we all knew in going to year 2 that, the Joe Witt defense has to step up, and it took a big step down. Yeah. So I think McGee has a real shot of getting some serious time to show people. Trey, he's starting out on practice on the PUP list with that broken fibula. They're going to take their sweet time getting him, road to recovery, but he is cornerback 1. He is our starting boundary corner. He did not have a bad rookie season. It was not a great rookie season, because cornerbacks are one of those positions that will get flagged and picked apart for anything, but it was not a bad start at all. Really good game against some league neighbors, a really good game going into the year. He breaks his collarbone in week 7, his fibula going into week 7, which is a tremendous hit. And we saw as soon as he went down, that secondary really took a step down. Yeah. He was the leader on that secondary. So we get him back. You have Rasul Douglas on the other side. You have Mikey in the slot. You got a Meek in rotation. You got probably Antonio Hamilton, maybe Fred Davis in the rotation. I feel much better with Trey on the field. He is poised to have a damn good season. Odafe Oweh, we've all talked about him on our list. We talked about it during the offseason. He is wrecking havoc day 1 of training camp, and we have another 2.5 weeks of camp to go, preseason to go. I would not be surprised if Odafe Oweh has a 10-plus sack season, a la a 2024 Dante Fowler, but an actual edge rusher with actual ability.
Yeah.
He had 7.5 sacks in the Chargers defense midway through the year. In what is that? 8 games, 9 games, 7.5 sacks. Times that by 2, that gets you to 15. Let's say you average a sack a week. That's still 18 sacks. Half a sack a week. That's still 9 sacks. That is production. That is pressure. That is QB hits. I think they're big things for number 98. And the surprise, we all went offensive line. You two went center. I went to the tackle. Josh Connerly Jr., the Oregon Duck, now repping the burgundy and gold. Look, we've all picked him apart those first couple weeks of the season. He went through the gauntlet with Micah Parsons and Max Crosby and Brian Burns. But once he got through that gauntlet, only let up 2 sacks, only let up 9 QB pressures, only let up 3 QB hits. As soon as he got through the big chunk of change as a rookie, things went way better. He stepped up. He got the confidence. This offseason, he has fine-tuned his – oh, no.
Oh.
But this offseason, Connerly has fine-tuned his body, worked out with Laramie Tunsil. He is in tremendous shape. That is not babyface Connerly no more. That is a second-year starter at right tackle known as JCJ. I think this offensive scheme is going to do wonders for him. This is my breakout. 2 offensive, 3 defensive.
Yeah. I like the fact that we all went with the big fella, showing some big man love out here. I love it, man. I ride for the big guys. Luke though. Luke's surprising, not hating it. I like it a lot. I will, reel back in the stuff that I was saying about him as well, because he did show up. And I will go back to what you said. You chose the words perfectly. productive numbers, productivity, right? We're not expecting this man to go out here and get 1,500 yards with 14 touchdowns. Now, if he did,
I'd love it.
We'd love it. Yeah, we'd all have the 11 jersey on.
I'm framing that jersey next to Mikey.
I'm telling you, right? So the biggest thing is like that's what people have to understand, right? Is it's the productivity numbers. And if he's doing all the little things right, not dropping the ball, running the right route, learning a brand new position at the highest level, you know what I mean? And having all the weight of that last name on his back and not performing, and then you throw him out at kick returner and he was killing it, man. He was killing it. Like there was times where, there were some fans that I was around where it's like you're watching the games and you're like, I understand that Jalen Lane is great at doing this, but like Luke is killing it. How do we take him off the field right now? And and then I agree with you wholeheartedly with that, Luke. And obviously the Josh Connerly thing. Me being a big guy at heart and me playing the exact same position that he did, and he was going through that ringer. I was like, yeah, like, what do you expect? This man was going up against a 17-year-old freshman at Washington State last year, and now he's got 4 of the top, 10, DNs outside pass rushers in a row. And then after, that only helped him. Plus he's got Tunsil, so just getting his mind right. That was the biggest thing, like not shying away from him, which was great job not to bench him. And yeah, man, I think we got a book in for a while, man. So I love this list. Obviously the Jordan McGee thing, I already hit on that with Justin's. And my list is better, obviously. But other than that, yeah, it's a pretty good list. No, I like it a lot, man. Solid.
Yeah, no, I like your list too, John. Let's be real. I do think Luke's probably going to average 300 to 600 yards this year. If he does break out, I think that's his floor to possibly ceiling with maybe 3 or 4 touchdowns. Luke, let's be real. Luke he's pretty solid catching the ball. I get this season, everything thrown his way, he caught it. It kind of reminds me of one of our guys, Terry. I'm not saying Luke's going to be the next Terry, but Terry had that too, that one year with Fitzpatrick as quarterback, where he had almost every ball thrown to him he caught. McGee, let's be real. I think McGee still got a future. John, you did say it right. I do think Luvu's probably going to be the odd man out. Unfortunately, it also saves us some cap space.
It does.
Amos, dog. He's not going to be an all-pro just yet, but he's going to slowly inch his way to becoming a very solid starter. Our boy at the edge, I do think, truthfully, it's his year. It is his year for 10 sacks, if not more. He's going to be the glue on that defensive line at the edge spot. Connolly, I do think he's going to be the next great tackle. Let's be real here. Look at our history of taking tackles. Joe Jacoby, Trent Williams, Chris Samuel. I do think this guy is going to be the next great tackle for us and be here for 10 plus years. He's putting in all that work with Tunsil. He's getting extra reps after practice. He's doing everything right. It's just all going to add up on the field later on. But it's a great list, John.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate it, fellas. Look, y'all's list was not bad whatsoever. I think y'all had tremendous things. I'm going to recap these real quick. Nick, you had Bill, Chig, Jartavius, Ricky Barber as your dark horse, and then the center from Michigan State, the rookie, and Matt Gulbin. Justin, you had Bill, Jordan McGee, Trey, Odafe, and then Nick Allegretti, or y'all know him. I called him Alabenchi on TBB. So we'll see what actually happens with Nick. And then obviously with mine, Lukey Pookie, Jordan, Trey, Odafe, and JCJ. These are really, really good lists. Fantastic lists. So I'm not mad at these whatsoever.
Yeah, and I will say, can you bring the list back up? It don't matter, yours or Justin's. It don't matter.
Let's bring up Justin's.
Let's just all take a minute And just admire the unis and the helmets, baby. We're back.
We are back.
The stripes
back,
on
baby.
that helmet, man, I tell you, it almost makes you forget about the W on the side of it. I mean, that thing is so nice to just stare at and look at. I mean,
Makes me
God,
drink less.
let's admire that. Like, we finally got the owner that we needed. We're back. We're back, baby. We're back.
We back. We back.
We are back.
Now, we are back. Now, I know we left a lot of names off these lists. So y'all tell us in the comments who is on your breakout candidates, because I'm going to give us like a few minutes just to talk about some honorable mentions, because again, we left out a lot of names, a lot of key pieces, a lot of free agents and draft picks. I'm going to say let's do each 2 honorable mentions, and I'll go the same order. We'll go Nick, Justin, and myself.
Okay, yeah. So honorable mentions here. Okay, on the spot. We did not plan this, guys. Okay, so this is real right here. Okay,
Think.
I'm gonna do one on each side of the ball. Okay. I'm gonna go. Yep. I'll start with offense. Okay, and my honorable mention breakout is who, me personally, if our game 1 against Philly was tomorrow, my wide receiver 2 is Treylon Burks. Okay. Treylon Burks, man, I mean, he was a first-round pick. I loved him coming out of college. I still think he's got a lot in the tank. That catch against Denver, man, I mean, that was a hell of a catch. That touchdown catch. And that's coming off of the broken finger, with the one hand with the broken finger on it. So you could tell, like, he didn't just pack it all up and go, man. Like, he was a first-round pick, got cut, didn't work out in Tennessee. He's got all this money. I broke my finger. He didn't shut it down. He says, screw that. I love football. I want to play football. Let's go out here and make it play. And that's exactly what he did. And then day 1 of camp, he's out here doing the same thing, man. Same thing. And this time, what was even sweeter, it was with Jayden. So that's the part that was nice. You know, you saw it with Mariota, you know, second team reps. Like, of course, that's what it looks like. But this looks like first team reps. Now, that's my offensive guy. Now, my defensive guy, and this is just strictly homerism, West Virginia fan-based blood pumping through these veins, my man Rasul Douglas. Okay. I've wanted him on the team for the past 2 years since he's been free agents bouncing around, Buffalo, Green Bay, blah, blah, back and forth, all these places. He was amazing at West Virginia. He's been amazing everywhere else he's been. And he's an outside, go up against your best guy, your third guy, it doesn't matter. He will go up against him. He's physical. And that's what we need. Mikey's good. You know, Amos is good. I still think Amos is our number 1, right? I love Mikey. But as we saw, Mikey could get exposed. You know, maybe he's a little too short. Maybe, you know, the slot ain't it. The outside ain't it. We don't know yet. But Rasul Douglas will go outside, and whoever runs to him is going to, you know, you're going to have to try. I mean, he did good in Miami, had a few picks. Green Bay, I mean, he got extended because of the press coverage and the ball skills that he showed Green Bay with like 5 games going into that playoff run with them. I mean, he got extended. You know what I mean? He's earned his way everywhere he's gone. And I think that was the biggest position of need we've had since before we drafted and after the draft, even more than the receiver. But those are my 2, and I can't wait to hear what y'all got.
All righty. You guys ready for this one?
Uh-oh.
All right, we got 2 beef O-line, D-line. Ready for this?
Okay. Here we go.
All right, number 1. We'll go on offense. Left guard, Chris Paul.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you something about my boy Chris Paul. If you didn't know, last year his pass blocking grade was a 77.4, 6 among 81 qualifying guards. But let me tell you something. His run blocking, it sucked. It was a 38.2, 78th among 81 qualified guards. He allowed 17 total pressures, 2 sacks, 2 QB hits, and 2 penalties, with almost 1,000 snaps at left guard. If Chris Paul could work on his run blocking, I think that left side with Tunsil, that left side is going to be amazing, especially with beside Tunsil. I mean, Tunsil's an elite player, but if Chris Paul could just work on that run blocking, and hopefully the scheme allows him to be a better blocker, I think that left side run game could be really lethal on this offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
My second beef eater, we're going defensive line. How about Tim Settle? Okay, Tim Settle was a guy we took fifth round, 2018, something like that. Back in the
Hometown.
days. Hometown guy, played at Tech.
Yeah. We actually went to the same high school together. So not at the same time, but we went to the same high school. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Tim Settle is a freakish defense tackle. He is freakish. He does have a nice speed burst when he's going after QBs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do think, Tim Settle is going to have a lot of playing time this year. Of course, we signed him in the free agency for decent money for being a backup to starter. But I do think he's going to have a good year this year, and he's going to be a key, valuable piece to this defensive line and being productive this year. Because we all know every team catches the injury bug. Hopefully it's not us this year.
Again. Yeah.
Again. I mean, training camp teams are already getting the Panthers got 2 guys out. The Saints got Brian Breeze out for the year. Like,
the Niners. Have you seen how bad the Niners are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, injury bug is coming for him. But okay, Chris Paul might that's a good one. Tim Settle, I think he comes in, he's your nose tackle one. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul might not even beat out Coleman the way I'm hearing things from all of our other content creators. They think it's Coleman's job to lose.
Man.
So, I mean, we'll see.
Man. Yeah.
This is what camp is for. These battles and position loss.
Right.
Like, this is what it's for. So I'm all here for it. My 2 honorable. Go ahead.
Sorry, real quick. You got to remember who beat out who last year.
That's
Paul beat out Coleman because Coleman wasn't activated a whole lot during the season last year.
True. But also, we fired the offensive line coach minutes after we fired Cliff. That could be a sign of things going. They liked Coleman not in that system.
True.
We let Chris Paul go for nothing, and we got him back for a cup of coffee and a few Java beans. So,
yeah.
It's Coleman's job to lose, I think, or it's both of their jobs to figure it out. So we shall see. But I like we're all going for some offensive line. We haven't brought up Tunsil or Cosme, but why is there? They studs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My 2 honorable mentions are undrafted free agents. Oh no, not again. My 2 honorable mentions are undrafted free agents. It comes as a shock. I had a few different names written down. I had Nick Cross. I had Ben Sinnott. I had a bunch of different guys. My guy, Ben. I'm going to start off with who I predicted earlier in the season, and I think we've all agreed on. Drew Stevens, I think, will be the kicker of the future for the Commanders. Coming out of Iowa, this man has hitting 60-yard field goals in the offseason like it's nothing. Having a battle with Jake Moody. I think he's going to beat Jake Moody for that kicker position. Yep. Super young, super cheap. He won't cost you anything in the future. And you got him in the undrafted free agent, so he'll cost even less. The fact that he went kick for kick and did better compared to Jake in rookie mini camps and OTAs, we shall see during training camp under the brighter lights, all the teams around, all the coaches, what Drew Stevens can do. That's my number 1. My number 2, this comes as no shock to anybody. This comes as no one who follows us on Twitter at BIB Podcast 22, because I refuse to pay $14.99 for a blue check mark. Y'all check us out. Wide receiver number 86, Jayden Bradley. He has been coaching and talking and training with Terry all offseason, OTAs, minicamp, and the videos coming out earlier today. Terry is running man coverage on Jayden Bradley into the end zone. Also, Terry's making like pristine coverage, by the way. It's better than Ahkello Witherspoon. But he is coaching up Jayden Bradley, the 6'4", pretty fast actually at his size, who can play special teams, but brings the size and the hands to a team whose tallest receiver, mind you, is Treylon Burks and Luke McCaffrey, both under 6'2.5", 6'3". You bring in a 22-year-old rebel onto this team. I've said this throughout the offseason. Asia's not coming around to it. Shout out to Asia's analysis. There is a good chance if Terry is going to speak for this room and talk to the coaches, I think Jayden Bradley has a true shot now of making this 53-man roster. I love me some Malik Spencer. I talked about it all offseason long. I think he should be the true free safety of the future. But if I'm going to bet money on people making this team, my honorable mentions, Drew Stevens, Jayden Bradley, those are my guys.
Wow. Yeah, the Jayden Bradley, that is your boy, I will admit. Yeah, and yeah, just to have a big corner, man, that would be so nice to have. We just haven't had that. So
nope.
No.
And Drew Stevens, yeah, I mean, I heard he did a presser about why he chose Washington, because I guess he had a few different opportunities. He had like
offers.
Yeah, Buffalo. He had some good teams. Mm-hmm. And his only reply back was, "This is the job I'll win." You know, the confidence and the ability to go out there and not, like, I love it, man. And just, we don't even got to go down the rabbit hole of kickers that we deal with. So I agree with you. Those are a solid too, man.
Hey, I'll take it. Look, y'all had some really good honorable mentions. Y'all had some really good lists. Y'all talk to us in the comments. Who is on your breakout candidate list for 2026? Is it any of the guys we talked about? Is it any of our honorable mentions? Is it people we didn't even get to cover? Is it K'Tron Allen? Is it Antonio Williams? Is it Sonny Styles? Let us know in the comments who your breakout candidate is and who is your honorable mention. But fellas, this was a blast. I'm glad we got to do this again. Rocking 40 plus minutes, but we are back. Football is back. Boy, I'm excited.
Yes, sir. We're back. Full swinging things now, baby. Let's go. And reach out to us, man. We will reply. We will read it and we will reply. We look forward to the comments. So don't hold back. Let us know what we did right or wrong and what we missed. So we appreciate it all.
Amen.
Yep.
Talk to us in the comments. Talk to us on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. All those links down in the description. Y'all know where to find us. But we're going to get up out of here, guys. Like I said, share, subscribe here on the Burgundy Breakdown. Or actually, subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown, but here on the Ballin In Burgundy podcast. And then you can catch me, Reed, Easy, and Juan every Monday night at the Burgundy Breakdown. But until then, let's enjoy training camp. Let's enjoy the fact that football is back in session. Yeah. The weather might take us out with all these hurricanes and tornadoes here on the East Coast, especially down here in the 757. So all my Virginians, all my Maryland, all my DMV folks, y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay safe. But until then, guys, raise hail. Don't forget to stay ballin'. We will see y'all out there. Peace.